So now we're going to do victorioles in long hair. As you can see, I've got just longer than shoulder length hair here. And if you want to see how I've created this victoriole at the front of my hair, then please check out our other YouTube videos. And it's called the Short Hair Victorioles Tutorial. So now I'm going to show you how to roll victorioles in slightly longer hair. So first of all, what we need to do is section off your hair. And I'm going to use the end of a rat tail comb to do so. Sectioning off using the end of the comb to draw across your scalp creates that really clean line. So starting, I'm going to brush back my parting. I'm just going to draw a line straight back to the crown of my head. You can see the nice straight line. I'm doing my victorioles on a slight parting. So starting at the crown of my head with my rat tail comb, I'm just going to draw a line to the back of my ear. And then just, you can see the line, neat line created at the back of the hair there. And I'm just going to section off my hair at the back just using one of these sectioning clips. So, this section of hair here now, like I say in my short hair victorioles tutorial, if you're quite used to rolling victorioles, you can do this from straight. But as this is a beginner's guide, I'm going to show you how to curl it. If you feel like you're a little bit past that, you can whiz through this section. So, make sure that you put on some heat protecting spray just to protect your hair, because we're going to use some really hot straighteners. So, working on this section here, what we want to do is put some curls in there in the direction of the roll. We're going to take our top section here. Again, you can use curling tongs if you prefer. I find straighteners are a lot quicker and you don't have to leave the curling tongs in your hair waiting for the hair to heat all the way through, but works absolutely fine. Heated rollers as well, it's just again you have to leave them in for a lot longer, but it'll all work, just the same technique. So I've added some hairspray to the hair, straight all the way down. I'm just going to make sure that's worked all the way down with my fingers. And taking my straighteners right at the base, I'm just going to run the straighteners down the hair. And then when I get to the end, I want to really quickly twist it and slide it off. Oh, down there, don't worry. You want to do that quickly because straighteners are really hot. It's going to damage your hair if you leave that end section inside the straighteners for long. Now it fell down, so all I'm going to do is loop it. It doesn't matter how you do it, you just want to create a roll shape. So just twist it around your fingers and pincering down to the root. And use a sectioning clip just to hold that in place. Don't worry too much, it's not neat at the moment, it's just to create some direction, some curl in your hair, so when you come to roll it, it's going to go a lot easier for you. Okay, next section, using the end of my rat tail comb just to take that up, so we're going in rows back from the forehead. Lots of spray. Comb all the way down, make sure the spray is evenly in. Taking our straighteners and coming in at a back angle towards my face. And hear that sizzling, don't worry too much. And that's just the product sizzling and evaporating. So I'm twisting the straighteners towards my face. When I get to the end, I'm going to start rolling that quite quickly, because again, I don't want to leave the straighteners gripping the end of my hair and it'll damage it. I slid the straighteners out. And however which way, you just need to pincer that roll closer to your head and use a sectioning clip. You can see this is starting to come out, it's looking a bit of a mess. Don't worry, it's just to curl your hair. Last section, lots of spray. I'm going to show you that motion again. Coming in from the back, straighteners, curl them around towards my face. At the end, I'm going to twist, 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 twist. Use my fingers to slide the hair out quite quickly. Don't want to damage the ends. And again, grab a clip, put that in the hair. I'm going to let that cool. So, the hair's nice and cool now, I can feel in there. So I'm going to take my sectioning clips out. You can see quite a nice loose barrel cut there. So, what we're going to do is comb the hair upwards. And when rolling victorioles in longer hair, you need to make sure the hair is at quite a right angle up there. So you're really going diagonally and upwards, and you can see in my face there that I'm using quite a lot of tension. You want to comb, make sure you've combed across the top there, so that's nice and smooth, because that's what you're going to see. And we're going to really spray all of the hair. And again, at this point, if you want to add a little bit of your dry shampoo, just around the base there, rub it in. If it's not quite the right colour, you want to make sure that you comb that out a little bit so it doesn't look all dusty. So your tension's up. Now there's a few different ways. Now you've got that natural curl in the hair. See how it's already sitting in a roll shape, even if the roll's quite large. So, first of all, I'm going to show you one technique. See that hanging down? There's a natural curl there that we created. I'm just going to lift that curl up a little bit. We've got one at the end there. Starting at the top, we're just going to keep rolling it down. Keeping that tension upwards, keep rolling down, and then you go. You've got your victory roll. Okay? So that's one way of doing it. The way I tend to do it, which tends to make the victory roll sit slightly differently, so again it depends on what you find the easiest, but also what looks best in a different angle that you like once it's rolled down. So I'm going to anchor the hair quite near, a couple of inches away from my scalp. I'm sort of creating a bit of a U shape in the hair there. Taking away the hand, I'm going to sweep the hair into a roll at the base. Okay? And all I'm going to do then is tuck the rest of the hair into that roll. The longer your hair, the more difficult this technique. Equally, the longer your hair, it's a little bit more difficult with the other technique as well, because you've got to start quite far away, and sometimes your arms won't even stretch. So you can kind of combine the two techniques if you want. So I'm going to show you how to do that in a minute. So again, you can see the victory roll kind of sits a little bit flatter on the hair like that. So if you want to, if you've got really, really long hair, so you've got a lot more tumbling down here, you might want to do kind of halfway techniques. So you want to start halfway along the hair, so the rest of the length of the hair is on the other side of the hand. And create a loop and tuck as much hair as you need to in halfway along there, and then keep rolling. Okay, so once we've got the victory roll at the base, just making sure that all the hair is tucked in. And I quite like to be able to see that nest quite smooth in there. So I'm using the technique of cupping the roll in the hair there. It just helps to grip and keep it in place. And I'm going to fasten it with a curvy grip. So I'm just placing my thumb inside that just to open the curvy grip up. And I'm going to slide the curvy grip into the base of the roll there, straight across my scalp, really quite tight base of the roll. And the second curvy grip, what you want to make sure you do is cross them over like this. So meet at the middle point where both of the grips have got that kind of crimping in the centre, and then they grip against each other, and it's really going to help the roll stay in place, especially if you've got really silky soft hair. So that one's going, the first grip was going in that way. So the second one, I'm going to grip just like we said, in the opposite direction, and there's your victory roll. So again, lots of spray. And when you're practicing, you might need a few more grips to keep that in place. Once you've practiced, you should be able to do it on 2 or 3. And there's your victory roll. So we're going to do exactly the same thing on the other side. I'm going to section the hair off first of all, so using the ends of the rat tail comb, at the crown of the head, I'm going to draw a line straight down the back of my ear, separating the hair there. This section at the back you don't need. I'd really recommend when you're practicing to push away or use a hair bobble grip, whatever you want, to get any hair that you're not working with out of the way. So we're going to section off in rows again, away from the forehead. So we've got 2 rows like this. We use 3 sections on this side. It's a smaller piece of hair, so I think we only need 2. So just sectioning first bit of hair there, spraying all the way down, comb, I'm going to take the straighteners. And can you see how I'm twisting the straighteners just very slightly towards myself like that? So I've basically twisted them 180 degrees. And that's so that we start to create a curl in the hair as we go all the way down. Once I've got to the end, I'm going to roll all the way down. I'm going to use my thumb just to slide them off. If you've got good hair straighteners, they should have ceramic plates which are going to help that sliding. The hair should come straight off. And just loosen the grip on the straighteners if it doesn't at first. Just tuck the end in there. Place your grip in there because you want to leave the interroll while it cools. Second section, spray, comb, straighteners. We've got that angle first, and as we go, I'm twisting it 180 degrees, so this becomes the top, out, and twist. Use my nail to pop the hair straight up. You can see how the ends have just flopped out there. Just tuck them in, doesn't have to be neat. You're creating a curl in your hair, so it's easy to work with. And then crocodile, duckbill, clip, whatever people want to call them. Okay, so now the hair's cool. We're just going to pop those section clips out, just let it fall down. And as you can see, you've got kind of a little barrel curl. It's quite nice on its own there, just coming through. So, exactly the same as we did on the other side. I'm going to comb through the hair to start off with. And we're going to go sort of 45-degree angle up there, up and out at a diagonal. And I'm going to spray the hair loads. If you want to at this point you find it easier, you can pop a little bit of dry shampoo. You can see how I'm aiming it at this section here, which is where I want to create a little bit of grip in the hair because that's where the clips are going to go in. And again, just comb it through, make sure it doesn't look powdery. It's right colour for your hair. So, a couple of techniques. First of all, we're going to start with the technique where we're creating a loop at the top of the hair. So we create a loop, keep that tension, don't want to go off camera there, keep that tension, and roll the loop. I'm going pincing from one pincer from one hand to the next, and curl. Next pincer, tucking the ends in, all the way down to the base there, and there's your roll. My technique that I always use, and put a bit more spray on there, we create a U shape or a kind of backwards bend on itself like that, anchoring the hair quite firmly again. Can you see where I'm pulling the hair up, quite a lot of tension there? You can see my eyeliner clip go up. So, U shape, taking the other hand there, create a loop and tuck the hair in. And then you only have to roll a little bit down to the base. And it kind of sits a little bit flatter when you do it that way. Okay, roll it all the way down to the base there. Cup. Just opening up the curly grip there. Slide down the base of the roll. And all I'm doing really, stretching the roll out, positioning it, putting some hairspray in, making sure all the ends are in. And I'm going to pop my second grip in the opposite direction so that I can feel it's gripping in the centre there. This pesky bit of hair here. We're not going to have that on most of your hair because I need some grey fringe out. And there is your victory rolls. I'm just going to let this section of hair down. You can leave it down straight if you want to, or you can curl it with your straighteners, your curlingtons, or your heated rollers. So, thank you very much. That's our long shoulder length hair victory rolls tutorial. So don't forget to check out the rest of what we do on YouTube, and there'll be plenty more coming soon, so let us know what you want to see. Thank you.